The question I think that, comes up for a lot of people when they're first contemplating buying a business is, who do I need on my team? And the typical answers they'll get, right, is you need a CPA, or you need somebody who can kind of give you tax and accounting advice. You need good transaction counsel, legal counsel for the deal. And then, you may need like a buy side advisor, or you may need, due diligence, third party due diligence. We've had some people on talk about that. But in terms of that legal counsel aspect of getting a transaction done, how do most people that you're interacting with, how do they find an attorney? My experience is that attorneys are kind of like barbers, right? If you ask them, hey, will you do this? They say, yeah, of course. It's like the guy could be skilled in family law, and then you ask him, hey, can you help me with my transaction? And he'll say, yeah, sure. How do most people find legal counsel for M&A work?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think that's part of the issue, is that there's a huge disconnect. The fact that I'm getting, tens, 20s, 30, hundreds of DMs from people who are looking for lawyers that can do M&A tells me that there's a big disconnect between the lawyers that are out there right now and how people are finding lawyers. And, it's a little bit emblematic of the larger problem, which is in the SMB space, or the small business buying space. You can find high quality lawyers that will take those deals, but they're not dedicated to SMB, right? If you look at the bullet points in their bio, they're trying to do $50 million deals, $100 million deals. Lawyers are constantly trying to chase up market for the larger fees and for the prestige and the accolades. And so finding, a high quality lawyer in the space that will take your deal, if a $50 million deal or $100 million deal comes in the door behind you, good luck getting that lawyer on the phone, right? So there's a little bit of a chicken and egg problem in the space in the first place. But, to answer your question more directly, how do you find a high quality lawyer, to do your SMB deal? I think the answer is it's much like hiring any service provider. You're going to want to ask around for referrals. You're going to want to see that they have demonstrable experience in the space, know that they've done small business transactions, the type of transaction that you're looking to do. If you're trying to buy a roofing company like yourself, Mills, it's great to have somebody who has that experience, so they know what to look for in diligence. Although I will say, to some extent, M&A is M&A, but I think it's much like your experience. I think you worked, if I understand correctly, you worked with a great lawyer named Dan Diaberto in South Carolina. And, when Fund of One, another South Carolina-based buyer, was looking to hire a lawyer, I think he reached out to you and you said, hey, go hire Dan. I guess that's a plug for Dan here. But, that's probably how you want to do it, because like you said, a lawyer is the last person to tell you that they're not capable of doing the type of work. And so if you're hiring the same guy who did your lease, the same guy who did your divorce to do your M&A transaction, you're putting yourself in a pretty bad spot.